and to all my fellow friends. So we are from group 2. Before that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, so we are from group 2 and we have chosen the disappearance of minority language as our topic for today's presentation.
Can you introduce yourself first?
Okay, so my name is Nur Faiza Amalina. This is Iman Syafirin. This is Nurul Asnida. This is Fauzia Fatima, and this is Baraka. So before I begin, the reason why do we choose this topic is because we use language as our communication tools every day, and with that we know it. So before I begin, the reason why do I choose this topic is because we use language as our communication tools every day. And with that we know it, there are certain languages that are detected to be disappeared or can be considered as an endangered language. This happened due to some other major languages which are widely being used in all around the world.
It's really good if you really try this. Pass this guy.
Yes, no pressure. Or in other words, that languages which are the minority are least used, and it seems like to be extinct. So there are about up to 7,000 languages used in this world, and of course each country spoke different languages and different dialect according to their region. So okay, so these are the maps, and if you can see, these are the languages used in each country. But here, what Iman has been drawing is actually the majority languages that are being used in this world. So this is English, this part is English, which is here. All these countries are using English, and this particular area are using French. Also, these are using Russia, which is this area, and Turkey are in this area. So these 4 languages are actually the major languages which are widely being used in all around the world compared to another languages. So based on my research, I can say that can you see the map? Do you understand the map?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I think so.
Okay, so this is just a roughly what have I got based on my research. So English are being used in 101 countries, while French are being used in 51 countries, Chinese are being used in 33 countries, and Russia are being used in 16 countries. So I can say that the most used language are in here in this particular things that Iman has drawn. And that's it. So to proceed with the next point, I'll pass the floor to Baraka to explain the point. Hi! Can we be friends with you, please? I am Akaryan and she's Cyprian. Action.
Hi, English.
Hi.
Can we do it together?
Okay, sure. Let's go.
Never trust him. Never trust an Englishman. I knew it.
Oh my god. What's wrong with you, my sister? English, you kill them? Yes! Kill them. Because I'm rich. And I'm beautiful. And I am the most used language in this world, so I have the power.
Look at the terrible.
Yes! The family member.
Okay,
I'm supposed to do that.
Get up.
So we'll pass the floor to Iman to proceed with her point. Okay? Okay, so proceed!
I just got the latest news from the UNESCO, and then they informed me that due to this language war, our minority family has split by 8, and roughly they divided us in 4 grades, which means some of our family members are not safe now, and some of them are in danger, and some of them are dying, and even parts of them are already extincted. And guys, do you know how many of us still existing? There are only 6,800 of us. And unfortunately, about 2,500 of my sisters and my brothers are on the verge of extinction. And about 538 languages face extreme danger of extinction. And 502 languages are facing serious danger of extinction. And 632 of them are exact extinction. The number of endangered language is more than 1/3 of the world's total. And even sometimes it's more than this number. And unfortunately, Australia is the most serious country in the use of minority language. Australia has lost 95% of their mother tongue due to the impact of the colonial. There is a significant reduction in the native language because now the Australian they use the Australian Aboriginal accent English. Before the arrival of the white, there are about 250 languages plus dialect. There's almost 700 of languages they use in Australia. And UNESCO showed me that 3% of world's population speaks 96% of languages. And half of the languages only speaks less than 10,000 people only. And at the same time, only 1/5 languages used in the school and on internet. And the 4/5 of websites are in English. Basically, thousands of languages cannot be used in education, education system, news media, and publications or some public places. And on the endangered language data, which is today, the number of people who are use of 150 kinds of endangered languages is less than 10. It's less than 10. The number of people who use 8 80 kinds of languages. It's less than 5. So people, you come on, you should help us, our minority language family, and you should do that, and you can do that.
Here, here.
Yeah.
Here.
Thank you. That's all for me, and I pass to. Stop it.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Iman. So I'm going to present about courses of disciplines minority language. But before that, let's play a game. Yay! So I call this game as tolong pas itu benda. Okay, so I'll explain the rule first.
I like passing.
Okay. So first I'm going to pass one letter to this sister in pink, and then this sister will pass around the whole room, and then while you are passing around, we'll be having music playing.
Oh.
And then,
Okay.
and then my two friends are going to dance. So you guys are invited to dance along. Okay, yes, are you? And then the music is going to stop randomly, and the person is going to be the lucky person. Okay?
Okay.
Here, my next
Sorry.
to dance.
Chair.
Sorry about him.
Okay, pass it quickly. And dance around. Do not open it yet, okay? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, the next song. Sing along, okay? Okay.
Super simple song. Is that lyrics? I hope that's lyrics.
Come on, let's go.
Let's try it a little faster.
Faster!
Come
on, Dora!
Shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
Okay, you want another one?
Yeah.
Come on, guys! Make it fast! Quick! Eric.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. What's that?
Usage of English.
One usage of English. Okay,
Oh.
Atina.
Nice.
Thank you.
Losing appreciation of their own language.
Oh, this is the
Eric.
Eric.
Technology is not friendly to painting for
Yeah.
alphabet.
Okay, yes, I'll just call you Eric after this. Okay, thank you very much. Sit down. Next one. Okay, so you guys enjoy the dancing part and passing stuff around?
Yes.
Okay.
Gummy bear.
Okay, now we get to the factual stuff. So, okay, the first cause for the disappearance of minority language is the wide usage of English. So as we know that nowadays English is reigning over our country and other countries as well, thanks to the globalization. So like the school that you attend, no matter if it's private or public, you still going to learn English in there. So the same thing goes with job interviews. When you go to job interviews, doesn't matter if you apply for something else that is not related to English or is not related to language, you still are going to conduct that interview in English. So people begin to use English language in daily life, like in streets, at home, with families, with friends, and this is a very good sign actually, that it signs that it signals that we people are willing to accept and learn other people's culture and language. But this becomes a problem when English is taking over our number one language, which is our native language, and it becomes worse when our native language happens to be the minority language in the world. Because so when society starts to avoid using their mother tongue language, slowly the language will die. Because if we, the members of the society, do not use our own language, who else is going to? Can anyone answer me? Who else? No one. Yes, great. Okay. So this slowly leads to minority language death. The second thing is losing appreciation of their own language. This is actually a follow-up effect from the first point. And for example, Jawi. Ta-da! Okay. Okay, actually Jawi is not a language, but the killing concept here is the same. Like, do you notice how youngsters, especially Malay youngsters nowadays, they seldom use Jawi, or they do not use Jawi at all?
Yes.
Because some of them shockingly feel ashamed when they use Jawi. Because they think that Jawi is a very old-fashioned thing to do for nowadays. So this is actually saddening because Jawi is a very beautiful art. Next slide. Okay, the last point is technology is not friendly to painting from alphabets. Okay, so nowadays the most sophisticated gadgets do not support certain language mechanisms. For example, the alphabets, because they are designed to fulfill the English grammar syntax, the English alphabet form. So, although of course there are certain apps that we can use to write in Mandarin, to write in Jawi, but there are not so many, and they are not being promoted for users to use them. So again, the victory sides on English, and this is how minority language comes to dying state. So that's all from me. We're going to proceed with Fauzia. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. So before I proceed to the explanation, I would like to show video clip. He's the only one.
There are over 7,000 languages spoken in the world. And unfortunately, at least half of those languages are in danger of extinction. Scientists estimate that a human language disappears about every 2 weeks. And in Australia, there are at least 100 languages that are hanging on the very brink of extinction. You might wonder why we should care if an obscure Australian language that only has 3 speakers goes extinct. Why does that affect us? The knowledge that those people possess is unique. They've been here long before humans populated Europe. They have intricate knowledge of plants and animals that may not even be known to science at all. Most of this knowledge has never been written down anywhere. You can't find it in a book or an encyclopedia or a database. It's only in people's heads. If that knowledge evaporates, then we've all lost something. We're all impoverished by the death of a single language. As a linguist and as a scientist, I feel a real sense of urgency. People travel around the world to see things that they think are ancient. The ancient in Australia is not in the seeing, it's not buildings or monuments, it's in the hearing, to hear the wisdom from the mouths of the last speakers of these nearly extinct languages. The transmission of knowledge has been disrupted.
From what book?
My book.
Buy my book and you will know everything.
From the video clip, one of the effects that Dr. David Harrison mentioned is the disruption of knowledge. So the transmission of knowledge will be disrupted. So from what he has said is that we all know that there are certain herbs or plants that can cure a particular disease, right? So which have been discovered centuries ago. So the terms of the herbs and how to apply it and how to conceive it are all written in the ancient language. Or worse, they don't even write it, it's just up in their mind. So once a language dies, all its richness and knowledge it contains in it will also eventually die. Next is the archaeologists will be facing difficulties in identifying the artifacts and monuments because most of the artifacts and monuments are carved in the ancient languages. So when the archaeologists couldn't identify these artifacts, the world will never come to know about the existence of this particular society and ethnic groups, which is quite saddening. And next is the collapse of a culture where the society is affected in it. In fact, we are already been affected, where the death of a language very much related to the collapse of a culture. There will be no longer people using their own that particular language in their rites and rituals. An example I would like to give here is the Pahari language. Has anyone of you heard of Pahari language? Pahari language is an Indo-Aryan language which is used in the lower ranges of Himalaya. From Nepal to the east coast of Indian state, like Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu, Kashmir, and also to Murri in Pakistan. So the people in Kopasi is a village located in Nepal. So they started calling Brahmin Purohits. Brahmin Purohits, you know, Brahmin, the Hindu hierarchy, Brahmin, Kshatriya, and so on. Brahmin is the religious people. They started calling them in order to perform the religious rites and rituals. They don't even know about their own history. The people who use the Pahari language in Kopasi, they don't know about their own history, and worse, they don't even celebrate their own festival. So just imagine if our Malay culture collapsed. It's quite saddening where we don't have our own identity. So it causes a vital break with the cultural identity and tradition. Last but not least is there will be less diversion in this world. In the Holy Quran, Allah mentioned in chapter number 49, verse number 13, we have created you from female and male and made peoples and tribes, that they may know one another. Indeed, the most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous of you. Indeed, Allah is knowing and acquainted. So from the words, Allah mentioned that He created us from peoples and tribes, which means from different nations and different tribes. So, so that we can learn one another and understand one another. Just imagine if we only use 5 to 6 languages that has been listed down by Faiza. Only 5 to 6 languages conquers the world. So we definitely will have less diversion, and I personally think that it's going to be quite boring if the language is only with 5 to 6 languages, and it might be easy in terms of communicating. There will be coherency in communicating because we are only using 5 to 6 languages. We can even understand most of the languages, but in terms of transmitting the knowledge, it will be very, very limited, and it will not be as efficient as we are feeling now. So yeah, that's all from these are the four major effects from me, and I would like to pass it on to Asmita.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Asmita. I will proceed the solution for the disappearance of language. Okay. Firstly, basic linguistics. What we have to do to solve the problem is by basic linguistics and pedagogical training in the society. Okay. First. Okay. For example, teachers may teach the primary students from primary school and in the primary school. Besides that, they also can apply pedagogical training in the society by teaching young generation, so that when they young generation when they are in the primary school and secondary school. By doing this indirectly, all people will use and it can make young generation use the language and use it in their life. For the second solution is support, and we can support and develop national language itself. For example, we focus in media and for in the minister itself, because people should use it national language. We can see sometimes our prime minister use English when they are in the minister. Why not he just use Bahasa Malaysia, because it is our national language, but he use English. And when all people use the language, so that the society will appreciate it and will use it. Next. For the third solution is by establishing the local research centers. What we can do is a center can teach, produce information, and support faculty development. It can become a source for employment opportunities now and in the future. And it will make a local research acceptable and valuable part of the mission of the community college or in the university. Okay, that's all from me.
Thank you.
So as a conclusion,
Kesimpulannya, bahasa minoriti boleh je tidak dipandai oleh semua orang. Tergantung dari mana asal orang. Itu bukan orang tempatan je. Contoh orang dari luar negara pun boleh belajar bahasa Melayu macam saya.
Yeah, to show your support to minority. You want to try?
Saya
You want to try right now? Oh,
Try
you
to read it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you?
No.
So basically what Baraka is saying that you can use minority language to speak is because the minority language is not limited to its local people. So let's use minority language. So that's all from us, I think. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.